We continue our reading of Lest We Forget, a daily devotional by author George R. Knight. Today's reading, June 13. Happy birthday. Spreading the Word on Health, Part 1. Jesus Christ maketh thee whole. Acts 9:34. 4 months after her second major health reform vision, Ellen White had opportunity to present her views before the young denomination at the Fourth General Conference session in May 1866. In vigorous tones, she put before the leading ministers the principles of health reform and the importance of both accepting and teaching those principles. She asserted that such reform had scarcely been entered upon yet, and that the Church had a much greater work in this line than anyone had yet comprehended, climaxing her appeal with the call that Seventh-day Adventists should have an institution of their own for health and healing. First Testimonies, page 486, 487, and 492. In response, the General Conference session passed several resolutions. One acknowledged the importance of health reform as part of the work of God incumbent on us at this time, and that we pledge ourselves to live in accordance with these principles, and that we will use our best endeavors to impress their importance upon others. A second resolution requested Dr. Horatio S. Lay, probably the only Seventh-day Adventist physician at the time, to furnish, through the Review, a series of articles on health reform. A new day had come. The resolutions reflect a profound conviction that the light on health reform was of great importance. Now, it is frequently the case that people are stronger in their resolutions than in subsequent actions. But in this case, it was the opposite. While people might look in vain for the proposed series of articles on health reform by H.S. Lay, they will find something better yet. The announcement of Dr. Lay as the editor of a monthly 16-page periodical called The Health Reformer. In his prospectus for the Health Reformer, Dr. Lay stated that its purpose was to aid in the great work of reforming, as far as possible, the false habits of life so prevalent at the present day. It would advocate the cure of disease through the use of nature's own remedies: air, light, heat, exercise, food, sleep, recreation, and so on. These early Adventists were serious about sharing their new vision, because so many of them at the time were suffering from poor health. They valued such new understanding all the more. They could rejoice that God was leading them in a better path. This concludes our reading today of Lest We Forget.